So I'm having trouble thinking because it's impossibly hot. And well, I live in Austin, Texas, and I used to live in Kansas where, it got hot in Kansas, it got above 100, but in the winter it would get below 0, and so you got basically the worst of like every season. And so I was like, "Oh, I'm going to move somewhere warm when I grow up." And so I moved to Texas, and Austin's a lovely place, but holy crap, is it hot in Texas. And it's like it's a dry heat, so that's good because if it weren't a dry heat, I'd probably just be like slamming my head against the wall constantly. But one thing is, of course, I work from home. I do a lot of things at home, and from 2 to 4, the city will actually turn off all thermostats that are city controlled, and that includes ones in apartments. And I live in an apartment, and let's just say that so from 2 to 4, it gets up to 80 degrees, if not higher, in my apartment, and it's ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous because I mean they figure that most people are out working, they're working their day jobs, and so they're not even home anyway, and so they turn it back on at 4, and by 5 it's cooled down a little bit. And it's I can understand that, but it's frustrating because I'm so hot. I have to go get my own thermostat and basically be able to control the temperature and always have it running, which is fine. It's just I understand. I mean, it's for a better cause of energy, blah blah blah. But don't isn't it actually worse? Isn't it? I could be wrong, but isn't it worse to let an apartment heat up that much? And then have to cool it down because then you have to work like your AC has to work twice as hard to get it from 80 back to 70 or whatever you set it at. I set mine at 70 because I like it cool. I don't like it hot and I don't like it freezing. I like it cool. Cool. Keep it cool. But, it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, aren't you just wasting more energy by having it work twice as hard whenever it's turned back on? It kind of defeats the purpose. I guess, from 2 to 4, I should just go and swim or something so that way I can stay cold. But, that involves being a vampire going out in the sun. Doesn't really work out as well. I don't know. It just would be nice to be near a beach around this time of the year. So that way it's like you could just, the breeze off the ocean water would just be nice and cool. And I like summer and I like warmth, but I don't like it when it's this warm inside my apartment when I'm trying to work, or at the moment I'm feeling sick, and so when it's 80 degrees and I'm feeling sick, like I have a fever and stuff, it doesn't really go together very well. I this is a first world problem. I'm sorry.